Picture this moment. It's December 31st, 2025, and you're reflecting on a year that exceeded all your expectations. Maybe you crushed your financial goals, secured that promotion, launched a successful side hustle, or built up your savings. You're in the best physical shape of your life, whether that means running a personal best or simply feeling energetic each morning. And you're surrounded by people who consistently inspire you, challenge you, and cheer you on. This incredible vision isn't just a daydream. It can be your reality. In this guide, I'm sharing 5 powerful steps that help me pivot from stagnant to thriving, and I wholeheartedly believe they'll do the same for you. This isn't just rah-rah motivation. These are concrete, actionable strategies you can start using today to build unstoppable momentum. Whether your big focus is finances, health, career, or all of the above, these 5 steps form a blueprint for next-level transformation. Let's dive right in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more insightful life philosophy videos. Let's explore and grow together. Step 1. Quiet the noise and trust your inner wisdom. Why external noise hurts your progress? Most of us live in a whirlwind of noise: social media feeds, overflowing inboxes, advertisements, and even our well-meaning loved ones telling us what we should want. This constant chatter can obscure the most important voice in your life, your own. If you're not mindful, your true desires can become submerged in a sea of external opinions. Several years ago, I faced this exact struggle. I spent hours consuming social media, comparing my average day to the highlight reel of influencers and acquaintances. Every time I scrolled, my brain would swirl with doubts. Shouldn't I be more successful by now? Shouldn't I have all these things they have? Instead of finding inspiration, I felt small and directionless, carving out space for real thinking. The turning point came when I designated a daily quiet hour, free from electronic devices and free from external demands. In the beginning, it was awkward. Sitting alone with my thoughts felt nearly impossible. Yet, the more I stuck with it, the more comfortable I became in my own head. I asked myself tough questions. What do I truly want out of my life and career? Which actions do I undertake purely to please others or to earn their approval? What parts of my daily routine genuinely bring me joy, and what parts drain me? Surprisingly, the answers revealed themselves quite clearly. By stripping away distractions, I tuned in to my real passions, core values, and aspirations. Once I identified those, every other step along the road to my goals became more fluid. Action item. Tomorrow, set aside 1 uninterrupted hour. No phone, no laptop, no TV. You might bring along a journal to jot down what crosses your mind. Ask, what ignites my excitement for the future? Which activities or obligations do I secretly dread, and why? Recognize that discomfort often signals an area that needs your honest attention. Embrace that feeling instead of avoiding it. By tuning out the external noise, you'll learn to trust the most valuable advisor, your inner compass. This clarity isn't a luxury. It's a foundation for wise and confident decision-making throughout 2025. Step 2. Identify your path with laser focus. Why people fail by trying to do it all. After you've quieted the noise and gained some clarity, the next hurdle is setting your direction. Here's the common trap. We want to do everything at once. We crave the perfect body, a booming business, robust friendships, and a dream relationship right now. The result? Scatterbrained efforts that lead to minimal progress in multiple areas, ultimately leaving us frustrated. I know this pitfall well. At one point, I tried to train for a marathon, launch a freelance side hustle, volunteer at multiple organizations, and maintain a buzzing social life simultaneously. Needless to say, I burned out quickly, accomplishing none of these goals at the level I'd hoped. And the worst part? I blamed myself rather than acknowledging I'd set an unrealistic plan. Harnessing the power of one priority. The breakthrough occurred when I decided to focus on one high-impact goal at a time. In 2020, for example, I dedicated myself to building my business. I wasn't ambiguous about it either. I set a target of $100,000 in revenue and broke that figure down into how many clients I needed and how many products or services I had to sell. By keeping my attention on that singular goal, I noticed something remarkable. My discipline improved in other areas of my life too. My productivity soared because I knew exactly why each hour mattered. I exercised more consistently because I needed the mental clarity and stamina to build the business. My social circle shifted to include peers who were as driven as I was. Focus creates power. It's not about dismissing every other aspect of your life, but understanding your main priority so you can manage everything else around it. Action item. Choose one primary goal for 2025. Perhaps you want to be in peak physical condition, or maybe you aim to switch careers, move abroad, or start investing seriously. Write it down and be ultra-specific. Instead of, I want to be healthier, say, I will lose 15 pounds by December 31st, 2025, by working out 5 times a week and eating balanced meals. Instead of, I want more money, define a clear income or savings target. Visualize this success daily. Imagine the feelings of achieving it: pride, relief, excitement. This mental picture will anchor you. Setting a singular star to aim for ensures you're not shooting arrows in every possible direction. You'll move from chasing too many shiny objects to forging a deliberate path. Step 3. Take relentless action, even when it's messy. Overcoming the myth of readiness. Most people spend too long in the planning phase, waiting to feel perfectly prepared. They gather endless data, read stacks of books, and create elaborate color-coded spreadsheets, all to avoid the terrifying part: actually doing the thing. The hard truth is you'll never feel 100% ready. Progress requires embracing imperfection. When I began scaling my small business, I started with a rudimentary website and a shaky pitch. I cringed at the idea of pressing publish on my website. What if people judged my brand as amateurish? However, I realized that every day I delayed launching was a day I stayed stagnant. So I clicked publish and then let the feedback shape the improvements. Action creates clarity. You don't get clarity by ruminating indefinitely. You get it by doing, by stumbling, and by learning from your mistakes. That's how you refine your approach and discover which strategies actually work. For example, if you want to get fitter, begin with a 10-minute workout today. You'll soon learn whether you enjoy early morning jogs or prefer lifting weights in the evening. If you're aspiring to boost your income, pitch your services to a single potential client right now. Even a no will teach you something about how to refine your message or expand your skill set. Action item. Identify one small action you can take immediately toward your big 2025 goal. Accept that it might feel messy, awkward, or scary. That's normal. Document your results or feelings afterward to keep track of lessons learned. Repeat this process daily. With each action, you build momentum and get valuable data for refining your path. Remember, action is the great differentiator. Dreamers imagine success. Doers inch closer to it with every purposeful step. Step 4. Build momentum through consistency. Why tiny habits become game changers. The single biggest catalyst for dramatic change is not a one-time Herculean effort. It's the steady accumulation of tiny, routine actions. The difference between people who thrive and those who don't often boils down to consistency. Many dreamers make a huge effort for a short burst, then run out of steam. Meanwhile, those who show up daily, no matter how they feel, are the ones who see results over time. When I decided to get serious about fitness, I didn't suddenly adopt a 2-hour daily gym routine. Instead, I promised myself a consistent 30-minute workout each day. Sometimes I felt on fire. Other days, it was a real challenge. But I persisted, and 6 months later, the transformation was undeniable. My energy level soared, I felt more disciplined, and the ripple effect spread into other parts of my life, like better sleep and sharper focus at work. Momentum is built one day at a time. Once you've established a daily practice, you begin to internalize a new identity. You start seeing yourself as someone who shows up consistently. This self-perception is powerful. It reduces internal friction and makes it easier to sustain your efforts because you're no longer forcing yourself into action. You're simply doing what you do. If you're laser-focused on boosting your finances, you might set a daily target, reaching out to 3 prospective clients or researching one investment opportunity each evening. If you're focused on personal growth, maybe you read for 20 minutes daily or journal your progress every night. You don't need colossal leaps daily. You just need small steps executed persistently. Action item. Break down your 2025 goal into micro habits you can do every day. Track these habits to measure consistency. A simple spreadsheet or habit tracking app can keep you accountable. Celebrate each day you complete the habit, reinforcing the "I am someone who follows through" mindset. Success is rarely about giant leaps. It's a cumulative effect of daily wins. Over time, what seems small or boring leads to major breakthroughs. Step 5. Surround yourself with the right people. How your environment shapes you. Few people realize how dramatically our environment molds our behaviors and attitudes. Your circle of friends, colleagues, and loved ones can either elevate you or hold you back. Even well-intentioned individuals might undermine your progress if they're always complaining about life or discouraging you from risk-taking. Years ago, I noticed my social life revolved around people who were content with mediocrity. They weren't bad people, but their outlooks were negative, complaining about work, blaming the economy, or believing success was always about luck. Over time, their cynicism seeped into my thought patterns. I started doubting my abilities and feeling guilty for wanting more than a standard 9 to 5 existence. Finding people who inspire your growth. The biggest shift occurred when I proactively sought out mentors, coaches, and peers who were crushing their goals. Whether it was an online community of entrepreneurs or a local fitness group, I immersed myself in environments where high performance was the norm. Initially, I felt like an imposter. Who am I to hang with such driven folks? But as I learned from them, I grew more confident in my own journey. Motivated people will challenge you to try things you might have never considered and refuse to let you settle. Their enthusiasm and resilience rub off on you, helping you dream bigger and bounce back faster from setbacks. Action item. Audit your inner circle. Write down the 5 people you interact with most. Are these individuals pushing you to be better or nudging you toward complacency? Join a new community. If you can't identify a strong network locally, look online. Engage with LinkedIn groups, Facebook communities, or local clubs aligned with your goals. Set boundaries. Gradually reduce the time you spend with negative influences. You don't have to sever relationships entirely, but limit the mental space you allocate to naysayers. Your environment is your hidden rocket fuel. Choose wisely and watch how quickly your mindset and motivation elevate. Additional insights. Amplifying each step. To truly commit to these 5 steps, consider a few additional pieces of wisdom. Use SMART criteria for your goals. Specific, clear objectives, e.g., a 10K monthly income. Measurable, track your progress, habit trackers, spreadsheets, or regular self-checks. Achievable, stretch yourself, but keep it within the realm of possibility. Relevant, ensure the goal aligns with your core values. Time-bound, set a deadline, December 31st, 2025, in this case. Practice gratitude. Taking a few minutes each day to note what you're grateful for keeps you from getting lost in the grind. Gratitude also combats stress and fosters a healthier mindset, making it easier to stay consistent and positive. Create rituals, not just plans. A plan is good, but a ritual is even better. For example, if your aim is to read for 20 minutes every morning, treat it as sacred, just like brushing your teeth. Over time, these rituals become integral parts of your life rather than optional tasks. Manage your energy, not just your time. All the scheduling in the world won't help if you're perpetually exhausted. Be mindful of when you feel most energetic, morning, afternoon, or evening, and allocate high-priority tasks to those windows. Evaluate and adapt. Check in with yourself monthly. Are you making measurable progress? Are your daily habits still relevant to your main goal? Be flexible enough to pivot if you find a more efficient method or if your priorities shift. Pulling it all together, your blueprint for 2025. Let's recap the 5 steps, integrating both the original advice and some additional layers of insight. Quiet the noise and trust your inner wisdom. Carve out sacred alone time daily. Use it to confront your thoughts, fears, and hopes without the cacophony of external pressures. Ask bold questions like, what drives me? And where am I compromising my dreams? Identify your path with laser focus. Stop trying to fix everything at once. Zero in on one significant goal, whether it's financial independence, a major health milestone, or personal mastery of a skill. Make the goal vivid by writing it down and envisioning how achievement will feel. Pursue relentless, imperfect action. Don't wait for a magical ready feeling. Start now, even if it's messy. Each action will teach you more about what to do and what not to do, refining your approach as you advance. Build momentum through consistency. Focus on daily micro-habits that accumulate over time. Track your consistency so you can see tangible progress. Overcoming inertia each day is more impactful than occasional bursts of effort. Surround yourself with the right people. Align with peers, mentors, or communities that embody the mindset and achievements you aspire to. Reduce exposure to those who consistently show negativity or doubt. By layering these strategies with consistent reflection and incremental adjustments, you'll be well equipped to transform 2025 into the year everything changes. Ready, set, action. Knowing these steps is a starting point. Implementing them is what truly matters. Here's a straightforward exercise to kick things off. Write down your top 2025 goal. Be ultra-specific, exact numbers, deadlines, or tangible outcomes. Identify one actionable step you can take today. It doesn't have to be colossal. A small, definite step is far better than grand plans without execution. Reflect on your environment. Who in your life supports this vision, and who might be unintentionally pulling you backward? Make a plan for interacting more with your boosters and limiting time with the drainers. If you're aiming to triple your savings by the end of next year, for instance, start by analyzing your budget and cutting one unnecessary expense immediately. If your ambition is to level up your fitness, schedule a 30-minute workout or walk for tomorrow morning. No excuses. Simple steps might seem trivial at first, but these are the building blocks of lasting success. Maintaining momentum all year long. You might wonder, how do I stay driven for a whole year? Especially when obstacles arise. Here are a few bonus pointers. Document your progress. Keep a quick daily or weekly journal noting what worked, what didn't, and how you feel. These entries become motivational gold when you see how far you've come. Reward yourself. Each time you hit a mini milestone, treat yourself. It could be a fun experience, a small purchase, or even just an evening off to relax guilt-free. Reassess quarterly, every 3 months. Revisit your main goal. Are you on track? What needs tweaking? By doing this consistently, you avoid drifting off course. Share your journey. Whether it's a friend, an online community, or a mentor, accountability amplifies commitment. Knowing someone else will check on your progress can be the gentle nudge you need on tough days. A note on mindset shifts. A crucial element to remember is that as you grow, your mindset may shift in unexpected ways. You might discover that the initial goal you set at the start of 2025 evolves into something slightly different. Maybe your big picture dream was to become a high-level manager at your company, but in the process of networking and skill building, you realize you'd rather launch your own venture. Don't see this adaptation as giving up on your old plan. Instead, recognize it as a refinement. A sign that you're listening to your internal cues and choosing a path more authentically aligned with who you are becoming. Change is both exciting and daunting. The beauty of a year-long journey is that you have the time and space to pivot as you deepen your self-awareness. So if your goal shifts mid-year, it's not a failure. It's a real-time evolution of your purpose. Your environment, the ongoing factor. We've emphasized people, but your environment extends beyond just human relationships. Consider physical space. Is your workspace cluttered or uninspiring? Clearing it up or redecorating can dramatically enhance focus. Digital space. Whom do you follow on social media? If scrolling leaves you discouraged or negatively comparing yourself, consider unfollowing or muting accounts that don't serve a positive purpose. Mental space. Be mindful of what you feed your mind. News cycles filled with negativity can drain enthusiasm. Curate what you watch, read, and listen to. Designing a supportive environment is an ongoing process, but every small tweak can yield substantial dividends in motivation and productivity. Final call to action. Make 2025 your breakout year. As you stand on the threshold of 2025, visualize yourself on December 31st of that year. Maybe you're sipping a celebratory drink, journaling your reflections, or enjoying a conversation with close friends who saw you through ups and downs. At that moment, how do you want to feel about the year you've had? Proud that you stuck to your main priority? amazed by how much progress you made with consistent action, grateful for the new relationships, opportunities, and experiences that showed up along the way. Those feelings are within your reach, and the 5 steps outlined here offer a reliable roadmap. Quiet the noise to uncover your true voice. Identify a singular path to create a powerful focus. Take relentless action even if you feel unprepared. Build momentum through daily consistency, not sporadic bursts. Curate your environment with supportive people, spaces, and influences. Remember, it's not enough to read about these steps, you must implement them. So, right now, write down your one big goal for 2025. Detail a small action you'll take within the next 24 hours to move toward it. Commit to a daily habit that keeps you aligned with this goal. Join a community of go-getters. If this resonates, you're not alone. There are countless people just like you, hungry for growth, eager to break free of mediocrity, and ready to shape their own futures. Share this framework with friends or family who might be on a similar quest. Encourage each other to stay consistent and celebrate every victory together. Hit like if you found value here. It helps more aspiring high achievers discover these insights. Subscribe or follow to stay updated on more strategies for continuous personal and professional development. Comment or connect with like-minded people who have big plans for 2025. You never know how one conversation or collaboration might pivot your entire journey. Ultimately, your best year awaits. Will you step forward, willing to do the daily work? Or will you let old habits dictate the same outcomes? The choice is yours, and the potential payoff is immeasurable. Here's to 2025 being your transformative year. May you embrace the process and emerge stronger, wiser, and happier than ever before. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit the notification bell to never miss our latest uploads.